G'day everyone, and welcome to my dream. A dream that I have had for 30 years, over and over and over again. I have arrived on the incredible island of Rapa Nui, or Easter Island. My God, it is so bloody incredible to be here. I had shivers down my spine on the plane yesterday. It was such a beautiful flight here, not a cloud in the sky. It was so clear looking down to the Pacific Ocean for 5 hours, and it was like I was in a dream just then. I'm a little bit speechless because I actually cannot believe that I'm here. And today I'm about to go on a tour of this island and see all of the Moai that I can. A tour is actually the only way that you can get around here. It's a legal requirement. You have to join a tour. You can't just hire a car and drive around, which is a little bit of a shame, but I also understand it. So yeah, that will be today, and I cannot wait to bring this video to you guys, and also I'll be looking back over it myself for many years to come. I'm only here for 3 nights. It's super expensive, so that's all I could afford, but three nights is probably going to be the best 3 nights, 4 days of my entire life. I'm just so bloody excited. So I'm about half an hour away from starting this tour. I wish we started about 3 hours ago because I haven't been able to sleep. I've just been so bloody excited to get into this. Alright guys, so looking forward to today and bringing you this video. So I won't bang on anymore, and I'm going to bring you some truly special sights. I'll see you out on the road. Cheers guys. So we've made it to our first stop, guys. And at each stop you have to show your national park ticket, which is a good idea to buy before you get here, which also, by the way, cost $100 US. Easily the most expensive national park ticket I have ever purchased in my life, but I think and I hope that it's worth it. So let's get into this line and show our ticket. So with regards to the cost of the national park ticket and me saying I hope it's worth it, I just hope that I can see them putting the money back into this national park and not going anywhere else, because it is a significant amount of money. So we shall see. Anyways, we are on our way. It's a bit windy today, so hopefully you can hear me. On our way to Replica Constructions. They just want to show us how these people used to live back in the day. So these are all replica right here, but it's going to be super interesting anyway. So let's go check these out. Oh my God, you wouldn't want to drop a match on it, that's for sure. Wow, so cool.
Any questions? Take some pictures.
Let's check this out. Might not be able to see much in here. No, you cannot. I've got my phone torch happening, but nothing really to see. It's just a wide open space, but wow, imagine living here back in the day and exposed to all the elements of the ocean. Incredible, incredible. And here's one with a bigger entryway, maybe for taller people. But check this out. How cool. Imagine living in here, exposed to all the elements, oh God, of the ocean. They are pretty well protected. Like, you can't get any draft of wind in here at all. So awesome, so awesome to see. And here's the site itself. Quite an extensive site, this first stop. Plenty of tourists here at the moment because there is a festival on in town that I didn't know about before booking this place. But hey, we might go and check out that festival tomorrow and see what it's all about. But let's head over here and listen to the guide a little bit more. So this right here is an area where they used to do all of their cooking. But over here, this is absolutely fascinating. They have created massive gardens to grow things in. They're like massive tree guards basically. So as you can imagine, the elements from the wind off the ocean, the sea spray, there's not a whole heap of rain here, but the rain that does come, these used to capture it. These also used to obviously protect the plants from the wind and the elements. Just an unbelievably smart creation. How they were so in tune with weather and the elements, and trying to help things grow here is incredible. But also all of these food-bearing plants were all imported from the first settlers. So none of these plants were actually here prior to the first settlers. They brought them all here because obviously they needed food to survive. But how cool, eh?
And then exactly Samoa, and then they reach Polynesia.
Really, really awesome.
Yeah, that's one of the interesting things of that time. Where was the...
So this is also fascinating, and I know I'm going to say the word fascinating a lot today, but this is a chicken coop. Can you believe it? So basically the chickens go in at night time. This is the door. The farmer will put the rock in here and they're closed in there for the night. Nice and safe, away from predators. Incredible. Absolutely bloody incredible. There's another amazing. Second stop, guys, and it looks like we're going around the island in an anti-clockwise direction. This is the name of the second stop. Go show our park pass again. So that was interesting. At our first stop, you've required your ticket and an ID, so basically your passport. At this stop, I went to show both, and she goes, only the ticket. So I think different booths require different things depending on the person that's working in that booth, is what I can figure out. But just know, bring your ID with you, passport or whatever number you have written on your ticket. I've written my passport number on my ticket, so therefore bring your passport or your driver's license if your driver's license number is on the ticket, if that's not already confusing for you. Cheers. Check out this harsh, arid landscape. Incredible. My God. Imagine living here back in the day without any modern facilities at all, building everything from scratch. So brutal, such a brutal landscape.
The inside of the crater?
So dry. There's no mountains on Easter Island, so there's nothing really keeping the rain or even attracting the rain here. Although it's a tropical island, it's probably the driest tropical island I've ever seen in my life. I wonder if it is actually official that this is the driest tropical island on Earth. I'm calling it yes. Wow, cool. So you can see there's Moai here that have toppled over. Well, they haven't actually fallen over by the wind. They have actually been pushed over during a civil war. These Moai here are thought to protect the village here. So they think that these Moai are people that have passed away, and they're very important people of this village, so they wanted to immortalize them in statue form. That statue would then protect this village that is here right now. It's just such an incredible story. They're also facing inward because that means that they're looking over the village, and they also think they're facing inward because they thought Easter Island or Rapa Nui was the only land in the world. So incredible story. And they are also toppled over inland because the Civil War, or the people that pushed them over, wanted their face on the ground. So that meant that they could no longer see and protect this village. Fascinating. So this Moai here that you can see in the background wasn't actually completed due to, and I know this because the eyes on it haven't been chiseled out yet. So the eyes were the last piece of the construction of a Moai, and that is how they know that this one hasn't been finished yet, which, yeah, is also really, really cool to know. But also really, really cool to know is that if a Moai fell off when it was being transported from one place to another, if it fell, they would stop making it, they wouldn't pick it up, they'd leave it in place. It was really important to them that the project was successful, and if it wasn't, they would start a new Moai all over again. History. So I mentioned the Civil War before, which may confuse some people. It was a civil war between the tribes. Nothing bigger than that, no military action or anything. It was just a civil war between the tribes. So that's when they came and toppled over or pushed over all of the statues, or most of them, as much as they could. So we have arrived at our third stop, and this is what we're all here for. Oh my god, my excitement levels. I can't believe we're here. Oh my god. This is the name of the third spot. Oh, let's get down there. OMG. I cannot believe I just said OMG. I am utterly speechless. Incredible. Let's go. So I welcome you all to the 15 standing Moai. I again cannot believe I am here. I simply can't believe it. I cannot believe it. 30 years in the making, and I see this. Oh my god, absolutely bloody incredible. What is also fascinating is that all the Moai on this island were once laying down. They were all pushed over. So they have all been, well, the ones that are standing now have all been put back up in place via various efforts from the Japanese, UNESCO, etc. have all chipped in to help restore these beautiful statues. It's absolutely bloody incredible. Have another look at this place. I have just stood here for about 15 minutes just staring. Oh, and can you see the block on the end, on the top of one of their heads? It's actually hair. So they used to put their hair in a hair bun. Perhaps that's where the hipsters got their idea from. Yeah, but another fact for you all in such an amazing sight. I'm going to go around behind them now and see them from behind. That's the direction that the sun is obviously coming from, so I'm going to head around there now and check them out from behind. So while I walk up behind them now, there are these signs everywhere, so you can't actually touch the Moai, which is totally fair enough. But why is no one coming behind? there's like a trail here, and the sun is shining on the back of them. What a view this is. This whole area here was hit by a massive tsunami from the biggest earthquake ever recorded in Chile. So these moai here were spread out around the whole valley here, and they've just been put back here, and it looks absolutely bloody incredible. They're also so intact even after the tsunami, although I can see some mortar and cement on attaching some of their heads up there, which is really interesting as well. So they put the heads back on the bodies that they belong to. So utterly impressive, so cool. And wow, I just turned around taking my focus off the statues for a little while and saw these heads here. Oh, this is cool. They've all got eyes on them too. Not sure if you can make that out in this. The sun is coming from the total wrong direction today. Well, it does every day. But yeah, if I was going to do this again, I'd probably do it in a later afternoon once the sun has set a little bit, and that would give you a good view. But I think you'll be able to clearly see the eyes here. Absolutely unbelievable. What a place. What a place. So I'm just going to film while we walk alongside the rear of them. You can see this one on the end here, the second last one. Here with the hair bun on top, the man bun. This is where it was invented, not with the hipsters, with the Moai. That is so cool. So brilliant. Oh my God. This is why I travel. Oh, how many times have I been emotional while doing these videos now? I don't know, 2 or 3. This is another point in my traveling life that I am just so bloody emotional being here, so incredibly happy. They're happy tears. It's just unbelievable. After 30 years, I have made it to my piece de resistance, which have joined Machu Picchu, Iceland, Patagonia, and now Easter Island and the Moai. Wow. This is why I work. I hate working, but working allows me to do this. And incredible, incredible. Absolutely bloody incredible. I cannot wait to see what's at the next stop. I cannot wait. Bring this on. Oh God. One last look from the behind. So you know when I was talking about the tsunami, this is the field where they was all spread over. You can just imagine the size of the tsunami, being able to push these all over this land here. Absolutely incredible. But on our left here as well, we have, looks like unfinished heads or man buns. He did tell us, our tour guide, but I was too excited focusing on the statues over here that I wasn't really listening. But I think these are incomplete heads that they would have found scattered over this field here. But look at the backdrop here as well. Statues aside, it is such a beautiful landscape. Unreal, absolutely unreal. And this one right here, and I love how they've done this, is where it was pushed to after the tsunami, all that way, and they've just left it laying in state. Brilliant that they've done this. It really gives you an idea as to how they found them and what a discovery it would have been. How exciting to find all these massive moai over this entire landscape here. How brilliant. Oh, what a discovery to make. That would be the tip of your archaeological career, discovering one of these in the landscape, or 15 of these in the landscape. Look at the smile, my God. I can't remember the last time I smiled like this so much in a destination. Yeah, it has to be a top level destination to make me this excited, and Easter Island is that top level destination. But also, excitement aside, guys, I cannot see where the $100 US per national park ticket for everyone goes. Yes, they are doing the bare minimum at these sites with regards to maintenance. Yeah, and I don't really want to talk about this at one of the best sites on the island, but it's definitely worth talking about. Please, someone explain where the $100 per person US goes, because the lack of maintenance here is quite alarming. I know they've got to pay the staff at the ticket booths and probably the maintenance people, but other than that, where's all this money going? It's yeah, blowing my mind a little bit, and a little bit alarming that I think it's probably been filtered off into other government departments and not into the national parks. But in saying that though, let's focus back on the positive, because that is all positive there. Incredible. Heading back to the bus now, off to the next stop. This is one of the car parks that we're in, but I'm just not here to look at the car park, just here again to look at the surrounding area. Got what seems to be wild horses. There's no paddocks here as such that I can see, no fences keeping them in, but yeah, wild horses just roaming around. Really cool. Feels like the outback. Welcome to site number 4. I think it's number 4. Kind of lost track through excitement. Little restaurant here off to the right, if you so wish. Entry is right here, and we're going for a hike up this hill to see some more Moai, and I bloody can't wait. Just one more gripe. Their ticket system is the worst. My God, just put a ticket booth at the start of the national park. Everyone pass through it once, give your ID, give your ticket, and that's done. Not at each stop. Or come up with something better, because we're all lining up to put our ticket and passport. Sometimes you need to give your passport, sometimes you don't. It depends on where you are. No one knows, and it just creates confusion. So please, put one ticket booth would be amazing. So we're about halfway up the hill now, just looking at this incredible site, and I have to correct myself just quickly. I said before with regards to all Moai had been pushed over, that was incorrect. The 15 Moai that we were just at had been pushed over. These ones are still standing in state. Incredible. As you can see, some of them are buried to their neck, some of them to their stomach. They're all at different heights, and that's due to the sediment running down the hill and filling the holes that the Moai had been put into. So cool. So
guys,
absolutely
look at the
brilliant.
details here. The details, the snow.
This is perhaps my favourite spot, because they are untouched. This is natural, not been stood up at all. So basically, what has happened is that they're carved out in quarries, and the quarry we're getting up to a little bit further up the hill. They're carved in the quarry, and then they are pretty much slid down the hill into the holes that have been dug for them. They have all been dug at the correct height, so they're all buried up to pretty much just below their belly buttons. But as you can see, they're all at different depths. As I was talking about, the sediment comes down the hill, fills these holes, and makes it look like they're deep This is just so fascinating, so utterly brilliant. So bloody incredible. How awesome is this side-on view? You can really get in on facial features of them all. They all have different faces on them, which is also really incredible. So they are really trying to make them look like the people that they're representing. Just a very quick correction. Well, I'm not sure if it's correction because I might be right. They don't actually know how the Moai got into their holes that have been dug for them. So whether they slid down the hill just naturally, not sure. It wasn't on logs because there's not enough trees, or there wasn't enough trees to support the logs or to get the logs from. They also, another theory is that they were walked down. So you know how you got something really heavy and it's upright and you just walk it slowly like that? That is another theory also, but honestly, they don't know. And it's one of these places where it's a lot of guesswork. No one actually knows. Like I said before about the Moai protecting the village. That's a theory. No one really knows. The Moai, the people that carved them, obviously aren't here anymore. Their ancestors aren't here anymore. So no one knows about this. It's all a little bit of a storytelling, and it's a little bit like religion, I guess, where no one actually really bloody knows. And I kind of like that. You can use, there's like Mount Alban, where I went to in Mexico. It's a little bit of using your imagination. What do you think? Because you could be right. No one else knows. But look at this one here. Almost all buried. That's at stage 2. So they're not quite stood up yet. The ones that are stood up totally, they're stage 3. The ones that are laying down flat on the ground, they're stage 1. So fascinating. This one here is obviously stage 1, and this is the back of it. Complete. Absolutely incredible. Look at that side view. That's unbelievable. Oh my god. It is massive. It'd be at least 40 ton. It's got to be huge. So how do they move them? Being so heavy, who knows? Who knows? I love my imagination going wild in these places, just thinking about the times when they used to live here. Incredible. And here is the front view of that one. Again, looking pretty much straight into the sun, but the detail on it is absolutely incredible. You can even see the nostrils on it. Oh, so cool. So bloody cool. Let's go back behind these ones again, up to an upper trail now. So this right here is fascinating. This is a quarry where they were created, where they were made. You can still see some at the bottom of the quarry there, the rock, in the first stages of being carved out of the rock. Fascinating, incredible, bloody amazing. This is an awesome view of the surrounding landscape and the Moai within the landscape. Absolutely incredible. But what I'm about to show you is the most incredible Moai. It is the biggest Moai in this island, or on this island. Correct English, Sam. There's a quarry, and it's a little bit hard to see. Getting closer to 20 minutes. But the biggest Moai is laying down just up here. I'll try and get a better view of it when we're up the top. So this one laying down right here is the biggest Moai on Rapa Nui. You can just make that out. It's easy looking at it through my eyeballs, but it's easy looking at it through a TV. I'm not sure, but it is massive. Oh god, that's huge.
And it takes about 1 year. You know, they have wooden
This is another quarry here, and it clearly shows you've got the one in the foreground here being created, the one in the background there being created, and they're still attached to the rock, so they literally carve it out of the rock. How incredibly long would that take? There's also some right here laying down on its back right there, still attached to the rock also. So the guy was saying if they found too much basalt in their carving in the rock, they would stop, because basalt is not good to work with. So this one at the back here has a pimple of basalt on its face and on its chest. So they found the basalt and they thought, no, we've got to stop working, we'll create another one, and that's that one just in front of it there. But such a cool site. Right, let's go catch up to the group. Oh, look at this. Sights all around, just incredible views everywhere. This is an awesome view, although you may not be able to see it, of the 15 Moai in the background there. And you probably won't be able to hear me either, it's so windy. But we're on our way now to a Moai, the only Moai in the world that you can see its feet, apparently. So let's get up there. Too excited not to walk super fast. So this is the only Moai in the world where you can see its legs and feet. It's kneeling down, so I'll go around the other side and show you guys. This is an awesome side view of it here. You can clearly see its knees there. It once had a beard as well. It's bald. They think that this one was also, this one was a wise man, because it's different from all the other Moai. Even just in its expression, it's not defending anything, it's just kneeling, it's kind of thinking. And it was excavated from this site here, so it wasn't found in place uncovered. They have excavated this one and have found something truly special. Have a look at the feet here. Oh, so cool. Unreal, simply incredible. While I've got some space from the group, I just want to say, why am I so unlucky being put with absolute fuckwits on tours? There's one guy in particular on this tour. He is apparently a professor, and my god, he is questioning the tour guide at every single stop that we make. Mate, I'm not sure what you're a professor in, whether it's archaeology or what, but just know that your field, if it is archaeology, is all guesswork anyway. All the stories with regards to these Moai are stories. They don't know for fact about why they're here, how they were moved, how they were, well, we know how they were created out of the quarry, and all the stories around the villages and the communities around these Moai. No one knows, it's all bloody guesswork. So mate, stop putting your opinion forward, or if you don't, I'm so close to knocking you out. You are so annoying. Just shut your mouth, listen, and if you got your own theories, then that's all good. But yeah, it's just crazy, some people who think they know everything. Anyways, let's look back on this incredible site. Back onto the positives. Gone negative, positive, negative, positive. But mostly, today is insane, and it's a dream come through. So nothing's going to dampen my spirits. This is our final stop before heading to the beach. Let's go see what's in store here. In store? Stall? Store here. God, my English. Brr. So this right here is interesting. It is the biggest moai to reach its final destination. So the moai that we're looking at up on a hill before near the quarry, none of those had reached their final destination. The final destination seems to be always near the ocean, looking back towards the land to protect the community that are living on the land. So this one here has reached its final destination. It is the biggest one to reach its final destination, which is pretty bloody cool. Everything about today is pretty bloody cool. I am absolutely loving the landscape of Rapa Nui. It's obviously volcanic and it reminds me a lot of Iceland with regards to the lava meeting the ocean all around the island. But this rock here is fascinating. The Rapa Nuians, I'm going to call them Rapa Nuians, believe this rock was the centre of the earth. It was deeply, deeply important to them. Hence this structure's been built around it so no one can get in and touch it. It's also the first explorers realised that it was magnetic. So when they brought their compasses down here, their compasses went crazy and they weren't sure why until they worked out that this rock here is magnetic. But a deeply important rock to the Rapa Nui. Alright, that is our final stop, I believe, for looking at Moai. Now we're off to the beach, I believe. So yeah, let's see what else is in store for us in this incredible day. It's just gone 2:30 p.m. Not long to go now, but I just want to keep on going and going and going. Just another quick correction. I think we're on our way to another Moai. So that one just there laying down wasn't the last one that we're going to see. We are going to see one more. So excitement continues. Bloody hell, today is just providing fucking amazing. Let's go to the last one. It's really interesting looking back over this landscape now. You know how I said down there that the ocean side with the lava going into the ocean looks like Iceland? So do the hills surrounding. They're treeless, it's barren, it's harsh. It is Iceland on a tropical level. It's, yeah, really interesting. Well, to me it is at least. So this is our final stop, Anakana Beach, which has obviously a beach and also some more moai. So excellent, yay! I think this is another checkpoint. There's been about 7 checkpoints today, all showing your pass for the national park and also sometimes your passport, but we shall see whether it's required this time. So this is where they're spending all of our national park money. Obviously it's the first boardwalk I've seen, and I reckon they could probably put boardwalks at all of the sites. This one actually looks quite good. It's really beautiful in here, well maintained. Again, where is our $100 national park fee going? I just can't see it. Yes, there's a lot of staff walking around, a lot of rangers, I guess you could call them, but where else is it going? Yeah, it's mind-boggling. It's no doubt going to another government department. I have no doubt about that. But anyways, let's go see the last moai of this tour. There is more moai in the town. There's, I think, 1, 2 or 3 official moai, like actual moais, not constructed recently, constructed back in the day where all these moais were constructed or built or made or manufactured, whatever you want to call it. These ones straight ahead through the palm trees are the last ones that we're going to see on this tour. So let's get over there. Welcome to our final moai. My god, these ones are incredible. They look a lot better put together than any other moai that we've seen today, with their hair still on their heads. Well, 4 of them do. It's like the one on the left there is the best one down to the worst. Absolutely bloody incredible. So cool. I'm going to zoom in on these. Unreal, absolutely bloody unreal. So you may have noticed, because I made it quite obvious, that I was getting quite annoyed with regards to the cost of these park tickets and where the money is going to. So I thought I'd ask the guide, does the money 100% go back into the national park? And he said yes, 100%. It's actually a law that the money made from the ticket sales is put back into these parks. But I just don't know where they're spending it. Look, all the stone walls, all the fences and whatnot are in place. Yes, they would have cost a bit to do that at the start, but now it's just purely maintenance, and there's no way it costs $100 per person, per international person. Chilean people obviously pay less, but yeah, per person to maintain this area. It's, yeah, I don't know, or these areas. It's just, yeah, blows my mind a little bit, and I would like some answers. Cheers, guys. Hang on a tick, I found another one hiding around here, which makes me think how many are hidden throughout this landscape that haven't been discovered yet. How many are actually buried? I reckon there'd be hundreds of them. Obviously this one's not hiding very well, I just couldn't see it behind these moai here, but this one looks awesome too. One thing I think they could do to spend some money is some information signs. Sure, we've got a guide, and the guide is telling us as much as he can, but it would be cool to arrive at each of these sites with some signs to read. Don't have to be big or out there, they can be quite small, but I think that would be good just to read about these signs, because most of the tour guides are also freelancers, so they go around to all the companies saying the same thing day after day, not really learning more themselves beyond what they already know. So some signs up to date on the history and what they think these moais are for would be awesome. Food for thought. Some signs, please, guys. Alright, this group is moving on now, so perfect timing to check this one out. Got it all to ourselves. How special. Wow. So there's a plaque up there on this one, but again, I don't know what this one's about, what the story is. Looks a little bit wider than the other ones, a little bit shorter stature. Obviously it's been put in place. You can see some mortar and some cement down the bottom of it, so it was once broken, it's been stood back up again. But yeah, would be great to know more about it. Anyways, let's just go down now. I'm dying for a swim after such an incredible day. Look at this beautiful beach down here. Absolutely bloody beautiful. Oh, that looks so nice. Let's get down there. Just while I was taking a photo of this moai here, I realised it's the moai with the best location on the island. He's looking over, well, got his back to the beach, but protecting the village that used to live here. How lucky are these people to live here, and they've got this. My God, would have been great for fishing, for the kids to play in. Just a beautiful spot on Rapa Nui. Oh wow, it just keeps on going. This is so cool. Oh, what a spot. And as I said, that is the last of the Rapa Nui up there that I'm going to see today on this tour. What a tour, what a day, absolutely bloody incredible. It's a dream for me come true, like a literal dream for me come true. As I said earlier on in this video, I've been dreaming about Rapa Nui and seeing the moai for 30 plus years, 3 decades I've been waiting for this day, and absolutely bloody incredible. It's just, yeah, I'm speechless. It's a dream. It's the best word for it. It's an absolute dream, and what a dream today has been. The dream fulfilled. What's next? I don't know. What could beat this? I'm not sure, but whatever it is, it's going to have to be truly special, because today was exactly that word. It was truly, truly special. One last look at this moai from behind. and this incredible beach. Let's head down there. I'm gonna have a swim. I can't not. Don't even have my swim shorts on. Didn't even bring them because I didn't even think about it. But stuff it, I'm going for a swim. Let's go. Have a look at this place. It's paradise. The color of that water is incredible. Reminds me a lot of Albany and Esperance in WA, Western Australia. The water is divine, the perfect temperature. Not too warm for a tropical island. Sometimes that's a issue, but oh, what an end to an incredible day. What an end. Bloody unbelievable. And check this water out. It's like paradise. It is utterly incredible. The temperature too is absolutely spot on, as I said before. And yes, I'm carrying my phone because I'm taking so many bloody photos because I can't not. It is like paradise, this place. Absolute paradise. And also, turning the camera around now, have a look at this angle of the Moai. Probably the most unique angle you're ever going to get of the Moai. There's the big one on the left there, then there's 5 on the right there, smaller ones. What positioning it is for these incredible statues. Today has been a dream. I would love to take my camera underwater now, but I just don't want to risk it because I've got a little hairline fracture in the screen and I'm not sure if water will get through there or not. So yeah, unfortunately I can't take it under the water because it is pretty much crystal clear. Anyways, that will be me signing out for today. I promise that I'm not going to do any more videos. I know my promises are quite weak and they don't really mean anything when I'm doing these videos, but I'm going to promise that I'm not going to do any more videos today. And tomorrow we're going to go into this town centre and I'm going to show you around there. It's quite a small town centre, so it won't be a huge video, but it is definitely worth videoing because it is equally incredible. So hang on to your hats for the video in the town centre. It's going to be so good. And yes, I know I look like an idiot holding my phone like this, but I also don't want to get that wet because I don't trust its waterproofness. So yeah, anyways, this is me signing out from the day tour on Rapa Nui, Easter Island. Just one last look. Cheers guys. Bugger. So by being too excited about the beach and the Moai, I did not realise that there is an awesome restaurant area up here. So yes, I'm going to film it just for you guys, so you know it's here. If you want to have a day out at the beach on Easter Island, Rapa Nui, you can come here, have a meal. It looks like a great setup. There's a bar up here as well. Look at this. Tropical island paradise. How nice does this look, eh? There's a bar up there to the left. Yeah, amazing. Bloody love it. So that'll be it. That's it for today. Just had to show you this area. Could not miss it because it is a pretty cool area. Cheers, guys. Guys. My God, sadness overload. This is my last full day on Rapa Nui. And I was thinking while I'm standing here, you know you're on a tropical island when you're trying to protect the video from the wind by standing under a coconut tree. And I thought, what better place to start this video than from the airport, the only airport on Rapa Nui. And this is it here. Cute little airport. My God, you know you're on a tropical island when you come across an airport like this. You also know you're on a tropical island when all accommodation providers, at least all accommodation providers that I know of, pick you up from the airport. On top of that, if they don't pick you up from the airport, you can walk to your accommodation. It is that close. So Hungaroa is the main township of Rapa Nui and you can walk to bloody anywhere. It's small as. This is the lax security, one fence of this airport. What else about this airport? It is one airline, it is one runway, it is one gate, it is one terminal. It is one of everything. It is really, really cool. Also, one little thing is that they could do up this airport, or at least this entryway, a little bit better. Make it a little bit more tropical. I know they got the palm trees, but a lick of paint or something, just upgrading this area would be nice. But anyways, that's enough of banging on about the airport. I'm going to walk now into Hangaroa, and we're going to check out that little township and show you all around. It's quite small, so this video probably won't go for very long, but you know me, we shall see. And just one more quick view of the airport. You got a little hut over there in the center. I'm not real sure what that is. I'm assuming it used to be a shop, but it looks pretty closed up now. Don't know why you need luggage trolleys, because the terminal's just there. The car park is just there. It is tiny, but really cute. All right, let's head into the town now. This is also how you know you've landed on a tropical island. This table of pineapples is right outside the entry of the airport. Little pineapples that they will put on they'll obviously peel it for you, put it on a stick for you. You can carry it around like an ice cream and enjoy the sweetness of that delicious fruit. And this is a basic street. This is the road leading to the airport just there. God, it's so nice to be in such a calm, relaxed, tropical environment, away from the big cities that I've been traveling in for quite a while now. Just coming here, arriving in the airport, getting my transfer to my accommodation the other day. You just take a deep breath. There's not much noise. There's nowhere near as much chaos. Even exiting the airport, there was no chaos at all. It was just such a nice feeling just to decompress, just chill out for a while on pure tropical island vibes. So while I'm walking into town from the airport, I'm just going to film some things along the way. This is a typical property on Rapa Nui, especially in Hangaroa. The township, typical street, another typical house right there, and garden. They have big properties. It's awesome. The accommodation I'm staying in is more of a B&B / casa. It is a massive, long and wide property. It's so brilliant to see. It's like old school. I love it. One thing about Rapa Nui though is that it is terribly dry, particularly this time of year, summer. The green that you'll see is probably grass that's been watered, I'm assuming. The rest of their water is pretty much from groundwater. There's no mountains here, so I think I mentioned this yesterday. There's nothing to keep the rain here, so it comes over very quickly and it disappears. And yeah, that's basically Rapa Nui, or Easter Island, as some people still call it. All right, let's head down this way. Trying to guess my way. You can't really get lost. It's super small, but it's also super warm, so I kind of want to get to where I'm going to pretty quickly. There's another shot of typical Rapa Nui vibes. A tray full of bananas in the back, ripening up. You do have along most of the streets accommodation. Most of the, well, not most, a fair percentage of the houses have been turned into B&Bs / casas, as they call them in Latin America. We've also still got the old original, it's like probably asbestos houses, fibro houses. Love them. Such a joy to walk along these streets outside of big cities, just to really take in how nice and relaxed it would be to live on this island. And by the way, it's another fact that I found out living on this island. I think they've done it as an incentive to live here for the local people. None of the well, we're looking to this house here. None of the local people pay tax on anything. They buy their vehicles from probably Santiago, and they get it shipped across for, I think it's about $4,000. But their income or anything that they buy here, anything that they import, etc., they don't pay tax on. It has to be an incentive, an incredible incentive, very enticing incentive. Imagine not getting taxed on what you get paid. My God, that looks so good. So we're about 1 kilometre away from the airport now, and then you come to this little group of shops. Little supermarket in there, not the biggest supermarket on the island. There is a big modern one on the island, or big for this island. And then you've got a souvenir shop here slash cafe, I'm guessing. Nice. A restaurant just here. Couple of shops there over the road. Tattoo parlour in here if you're that way inclined. As you can see, tattoo firmly printed on the palm tree there. Looks like some accommodation buildings being built over there, or it might be, oh, it looks like a food truck area. That's cool. What do we got here? It's like another empty building, but beautiful building. Be nice sitting out there on the veranda having a meal. Hopefully someone buys that and turns it into something nice. That's beautiful, that building. And then you've got travel agents. Oh no, it's Latam Travel. So Latam is the only airline that flies into this island. South American airline. Souvenir shop there just over the road. And then you've got a pizzeria here, La Pizzeria here. It's beautiful. Nice. And then another souvenir shop here. And that is the end of the shops along this street. I'll walk now. Don't worry, that's not the town centre. There is an actual town centre. I'm walking to it now. And just here you've got a couple of more souvenir shops. It's souvenir shop after souvenir shop on this island. As everyone that comes here wants a souvenir, including myself. I'll definitely get one, because it's unlikely I'll ever come back to Rapa Nui. And a little fruit and veggie shop here. Also worth noting, obviously being an island like this, it doesn't get a lot of rainfall. Most of their produce is imported, hence the increased price. But in saying that though, I'll just turn the camera back off me now as we walk past another restaurant type place. In saying that about the produce though, I did go to the supermarket the other night. I was going to make all my food while I'm here, sandwiches and barbecue food. Got a bag of groceries for $50, and honestly, it wouldn't have been too far off that in Australia. So I didn't find the prices really overwhelming. They were a little bit more, but not stupidly more like they could be. It is a 5-hour flight here from Santiago, the closest city to here, 5-hour flight, so it's incredibly remote. The most permanently inhabited island on Earth. So super remote, but I didn't find the prices all that ridiculous. This is a beautiful line of shops here. So well done. Have a look at this one over the road here. Thank you. Right. One thing they do here, which is different from the big cities that I've been through recently, they stop at pedestrian crossings. Even if it's not a pedestrian crossing, they'll stop for you. It's just so islandish. Beautiful set of shops there. Looks like a B&B slash hotel in there. Hotel boutique, Rapa Nui. That would cost a bomb to stay there. Accommodation is, as you get closer to town, as is everywhere, is quite expensive. Oh, beautiful towels. Oh, they're awesome. I'll have to come back up this street on the way home, I think, and do a bit of shopping. They're good sized towels. I wonder if they're made on the island or not. I'm assuming not, but perhaps, who knows. Got another empty place here, so a few places for people to purchase and do up, that's for sure. That's an awesome setup there as well. I'll go back over the other side, back over to these shops now. What do we got here? We've got another, looks like another souvenir type shop, and got some clothing in there as well. I love these trees. These are my favourite. These were also in Lima, Peru. I love them. Look at the flowers on them, they're incredible. Alright, so I'm kind of saying there is two town centres. This is definitely the restaurant, bar, cafe, shop area, but there's also another centre that's down on the water. So depends what you're looking for, depends what you call a town centre, I guess. But this is the biggest concentration right here of restaurants and bars and shops in general, that's for sure. You're empty, mate. What's going on? Should be empty on a day like today. Other places got people in them. Oh, look at this fruit and veg store. Good quality produce. That's awesome. It's like a bakery type setup there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Sorry. How are you? I'm good, how are you?
Where are you from?
Australia.
Australia.
Do you live here?
No, I live. I live here.
Yes.
I'm from Tahiti,
Oh,
French Polynesia.
not too far, but still pretty far.
No, 6 hours.
6
in the
hours?
plane.
But you, not direct, you
Yes,
go through.
direct.
Direct?
But
Is that
charter.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, I understand. It's a beautiful island.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Alright, and this is your shop? No?
I work. Bonjour. Hermosísimo. Allá hermoso, todo hermoso, hasta los pacos.
Look at the items here. We got some muffins, donuts, tomatoes. It's delicious. What is this? The empanadas, of course. They love their empanadas. Beautiful. And then you got some fresh produce. Amazing, amazing. All right, I'm gonna get a drink here quickly and head on off. You got a hairdresser?
Yeah.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Have a nice day.
Yeah, thank you. Perfect. Islander people, so nice. I think that's the first time I've ever met a Tahitian person, which is cool. Not sure if I'd move from Tahiti to here. Tahiti, I've never been to there, but it looks like an absolute paradise. So yeah, maybe she just wanted a more laid-back, tax-free life, which can't blame her, to be honest. Have a look at the shops over here. I did forget to bring any swimming attire. I just was not thinking at all, so I had to go swim in my walk shorts yesterday, which were fine. But yeah, bring swimming gear here because there's some good beaches to swim at. Oh, look at these souvenirs here. They love the little Moai statues. All wooden and stone ones. Awesome. The clothing. Wouldn't mind a t-shirt, but I haven't really found one that I like yet. So I'll keep on searching. Is that a little, looks like a little corner store over there, a little milk bar. Handy. Music store. Geez, they thought of everything. Guitars and other instruments in there. Another cafe here. Cafe slash another little milk bar. There's definitely town centre here. I hadn't walked all the way up here yet, so this is cool. Little rental agency here, but mind you, renting scooters and quad bikes, even bikes, etc., are expensive on this island compared to other remote islands that you've probably been to in the world. They're usually super cheap, but here not so much, unfortunately, because of their import costs, the cost of the fuel, etc. Everything costs them a bomb. So of course they're going to pass that on to customers. And another hire place here. But in saying that though, if I was staying here for probably over a week, I would hire a bike to explore the island a little bit on my own, or the areas that you're allowed to go into on your own. Here's another person selling little pineapples here. I'm gonna have to get one of those, they smell so bloody good. Chemist there, a lot of clothing, souvenir shop here. This is happening up this end. Not a kind of corner store here with drinks in it. Not a pineapple place here. 5,000 pesos for a pineapple on a stick. What have we got in here? It's like a big shopping centre in there. Clothing. Might go up there and have a look, hey? Let's see. See what's up here.
Hi.
Hello. Alright, what have we got up here? Clothing. Sports store. Awesome, and a toy shop at the end. Everything you'll ever need. Perfect. So I just skipped over a little bit there. I thought I'd walk to the end of the main street and walk back the other way with the sun to my back. It's getting bloody hot. But I've just come across this town square. That's what I'm calling it. Absolutely beautiful. Love all the shrubs in flower. You got some sculptures up here. Some men of importance. So cool. And then I'll walk back through the remaining shops that I missed on the way. This area is a lot more substantial than what I thought. The other day I walked down half of it, then went straight down to the beach. I needed to get to the beach, I just wanted to see the beach, but yeah, a lot bigger than what I thought, a lot more to show you, so that's awesome. That's awesome. Got a restaurant here on the left, very full, very popular. What's this one? Yes. Fair few closed shops. Not sure if they just open up on the weekend or they're actually closed. Not sure. Looks like a massage place in there. Very colourful clothing here. And then we come to another type shopping centre. Oh, this is beautiful. No one in here. Some shops are open, some are closed. But I love it. Very, very beautiful. It's nice and cool in here too. Wow, that's really, really nice. Really, really well done. Not all shops are open, some are vacant. But most have got something in them, which is good. And we'll go just around the corner here. Looks like a little supermarket here on the left. Another little supermarket. So that's two little ones we're seeing. And then a barbecue. Looks like it'll be a family day. Look at this. Oh, yum. Looks so good. Little souvenir shop here. Must be, I reckon, probably protecting their clothing from all the smoke that's coming from this direction quite often, I'd say. So they got the plastic bags over them. Good idea. Very smart. They've learned their lessons. Got a very full restaurant, that one. Very full. What's this one? It's like a ceviches, pasta, supper, cervezas, wine, cafe. What more do you want? What more do you want in a little restaurant? Nothing, and that's why it's full. Got a souvenir shop just here as well. Endless souvenir shopping in this town. I'm just gonna have a quick look in this one while we're at it. See what we can find. I need to take something home from this place. Just gonna switch it off quickly and have a bit of a shop. Not really what I'm looking for, unfortunately. Oh, have a look at this. Hello. Cute little setup, and probably the most modern cafe in the place, which I prefer to sit in a more, I don't know, older school one, a more rustic one, I guess you could say. And that's where we got up to before in that shopping centre I walked into. So let's now head down to the beach and I'll show you that area, because it is quite awesome, as is this area here. Everywhere in this island is awesome, as you can probably see, so let's go. But first, let's go shopping again. This looks like an awesome place. Let's have a look. If anyone wants anything in this video, you've got half a day. But then while I'm saying that, I know I'm not going to upload this until I'm gone, so then you've got no hope of me buying anything for you. Good plan, Sam. Good plan. Popular. Right, let's head back out. So that's the place. I'm going to call it a souvenir hall. That's that place there. We've got these little awesome sculptures all around the island. They look amazing. Love a community notice board. That's when you know you're in a true community, when you see one of those community notice boards. And this, everywhere downhill is towards the beach. So if you're going downhill, you're going towards the beach. Got a notice board here. Beautiful big trees. Oh, nice. So nice under here. When that sun comes out, it is warm. How old school, I walked past this the other day, how old school is this playground right here? As kids, this is all we used to play on. You got old seesaw. You don't see them in the parks like that anymore. That is so old school. And just the ladder with a single slide on it. How cool is that? Oh, love it. What's this over here? Another restaurant, looks like. Probably just open up at night time. Beautiful. And you got tour operators all over the island as well. Tourism is obviously the biggest money maker for these people, so you get little booths like this over the road there, tour operator that sell various tours for you, like these ones here. 1 day and 2 day tours. They're the main feature of this island. 1 and 2 day tours. While I walk past this little ATM hut here, see, feverishly used, I personally haven't seen or felt the need to use cash here. Even the little souvenir sellers out on my tour yesterday in the middle of nowhere had ATM machines or little FPOS terminals on them. I have been able to use my card everywhere so far, and I know online people bang on about bringing cash, and I did bring some cash. I spent it at the supermarket, but I didn't need to. So weigh up whether you need to or not. There are ATMs here as backup. Sometimes they're empty, but I've been able to use my card everywhere. So maybe that's changing now, and maybe in the future you won't have to bring any cash at all, because as I said, I haven't felt the need for it at all. But let's turn off my head now to an incredible incredible place. Welcome to Hungaroa beachside area. That's what I'm calling it, the promenade of Hungaroa, and this incredible swimming spot down here. Love how the clouds broken up. It's supposed to rain this afternoon, and it still might, but right now sun's out, sun's shining. It was cloudy where my accommodation is, so I didn't bring anything to swim in. I swam a little bit yesterday, so that's cool. But look at this, what a setup for these people. Absolutely bloody incredible. You got a restaurant there just out on the point. Looks very nice and also very full. But I love how they created this area here. Man-made, of course. I'm assuming they put some rocks all around there as well, just to stop the waves from fully getting into this area, and just such a good spot to swim in. Bloody awesome. Jeez, I hope a wave gets that woman there. Just saturates her. That would be funny. But look at this, eh? Absolutely beautiful. So I'll just walk this way a little bit and show you along. There are restaurants and shops dotted along this stretch, hence why I call it the second town, or the second main street of this town. Sculptures here. More pineapples. You probably need cash for the pineapples. That's one thing you probably need cash for. There's also, worth mentioning, awesome surfing in this area. Although there's not much swell today, there's a few people way out. There's some awesome breaks just off here. You've got about, just behind the rocks out there, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people that I can see, 5 surfers. The other day the swell was right up. It is easily the best swell that I've seen in this trip. And I've been to Nazaré, I went to Porto Escondido, Easter Island, Rapa Nui. The best surf that I have seen in this trip. Bloody cool. I was actually really surprised, and there are places where you can hire boards from if you do not bring your own. But yeah, what an awesome area. Very volcanic still. The whole island, the whole shoreline of the island is very volcanic. You don't find much sand in the place, except for the beach that I went to yesterday. Otherwise it's just rock like this. Perfect day for snorkeling and diving in general. There are dive centres further on that we'll go up to later. But yeah, awesome place. And then it's got some shops. Looks like a museum over the road there. I might just poke my head in there quickly and see what that's all about. And then you come along around the other side there, past this dog that's barking its head off, to some houses just dotted along there. How awesome would it be to live there, eh? What a good spot. The restaurant right there is pretty full as well. Spot on. Alright, I'm gonna walk back this other way now and see what we can see. When you walk down this path here, you've got it's an ice creamery. Popular spot also, and you can see why. Nice and cool, protected from the wind, under the umbrellas. Spot on. Nice creams there. Beautiful. And a restaurant here to our left. How nice, eh? How bloody nice. Let's go in and have a look actually. No one inside, everyone's outside today. Bloody beautiful. And then we're coming around now to the boat harbour. So You're not really allowed to swim in here, although you can. I think it'd be pretty safe. There's a few rocks in there, but that's fine. There's also a turtle down there. Let's go see that. There's a turtle just down here swimming in water. There's two of them actually, quite big. Don't know if you'll be able to see them. When they come up to breathe, you might be able to. This one's coming in quite close now. Ah, there he is. Cool. That's so awesome. So close to the water's edge. They're just hanging out down there in the waves. Awesome, so cool. While looking at the turtles, I just realised that there's a sign here about them. So, really quite common in this area here. The guy about to go snorkeling with him here. That's so cool that they're commonly here. It's awesome that they feel safe here. Well, this one's really close. Oh, so cool. Magical, absolutely magical. Did you see it? Did you see it? That's so awesome. I love how they're in so close here. How they just feel safe swimming around here. That's bloody amazing. Oh, so cool. There's about 5 of them just here. Oh, look at it. Oh, it's awesome. That's so good. There's one down here that's just playing around so happily. You can just see it there when the water calms down a little bit. Oh, there's another one. Oh my God, they're everywhere. This is incredible. Absolutely bloody incredible. The water is crystal clear. Oh my God. Phew. Ah, there's another one. Oh God, they're bloody everywhere. This is incredible. They're eating the seagrass, the seaweed. They're coming up really quite often for air as well. Come on, mate, come up. There you go. Ah, so cool. Ew. What a place this is. Rapa Nui is magical. Alright, so I should probably move on from watching turtles. I could probably stay there all day and watch those guys frolic around in the water. Let's go up to here. You got another restaurant over the road up here as well. What an area. What a great area. Restaurant here, perfect location, but what is the most prime location in this town is this soccer field right here. What a location for a soccer field. Prime real estate. That is how highly they regard soccer in Latin American countries. And then the most coolest thing in this town. Don't worry guys, the Moai have not finished. It wasn't just yesterday, it is also today. These are original Moai. Absolutely incredible. In the center of town. Imagine the community, the village living here. How lucky they were to live here. Incredible place to live. Oh my God. They could feast on turtles, fish, a beautiful beach. Just such good access to the water. And this is an amazing Moai right here. Very, very intact, although they have, looks like, put the head back on. But have a look at that, eh? 2 right here. Incredible. You're not allowed to see past this. As soon as you see these signs here, you know they're original Moai and you're not allowed to touch them. Incredible. My smiles continue. how bloody good to see Moai again. The last time that I'm going to see Moai on this trip. Here it is. Oh my god. So bloody good. And then you come around here to the most quaint, beautiful fishing harbour, boat harbour in the land. I bloody love it. Have a look at this. Another shot of the Moai, see? No touching the Moai. Right there. Oh, look at these girls down here, dressed in their Islander colours. Love that, that's beautiful. Oh, have a look at the water. Crystal clear. Absolutely beautiful. Stunning. And then on the outside here, we'll go for a walk around there. Just in a tick, you've got restaurants and dive centres and fishing places as well. But let's go for a walk over there. So we'll start from the first place here, the tavern up the top there. I haven't seen it open. Have not seen it open, no idea why, because what a day it would be for it to be open. You've got a boat tour place here. Got a dive, they're kind of all mixed up with dive centres and beach clothing shops. And you've got a cafe place here. A dive centre here. Be a great day for diving today. Another tour operator there. Dive centre here. Beautiful. And the car that's getting in my way. Another dive centre here on the end. Such a good place. A hive of activity. And then another dive centre. So I probably counted about 5 dive centres. And they do just general tour boat stuff as well. There's a restaurant in there as well, looking out to the other side of this point here. Oh, such a cool place. And that's the view that this restaurant has got. We'll walk around there in a minute and I'll show you around over there as well, because it's equally as good as here, in my opinion. See what these guys have got. It's maybe just setting up for the afternoon perhaps, looks like it. Pineapples on water. It's like everyone's getting ready for some boat tours, I'd say. I think I know what it is. There is a festival on this week in Rapa Nui that the locals knew about, but all the tourists that I'm speaking to, they didn't know about it prior to booking this. So most of the accommodation's booked out. It's a activities competition week, so they do diving competitions, dancing competitions, racing competitions, lifting competitions, spearfishing competitions, etc. for both children and adults. So the place is at the moment a hive of activity. This is easily the most activity I've seen here, and I'm assuming that they're setting up for one of those races or activities now over there. So we'll continue walking. I might come back this way just to see what's going on. But what a beautiful area, hey? Absolutely beautiful. I was just sitting here the other day on these concrete steps here thinking, you know what would be absolutely gold here? I was looking at these shops over here going, one of these I wish was a fish and chip shop. Oh my god, how good would that be? Buying some fish and chips, coming here, eating it right here. But of course, they don't do fish and chips in this part of the world. I don't think they've probably ever heard of fish and chips. Obviously they've heard of them separately, but not buying them or from the same shop, and that's exclusively what that shop sells. Just wrapped in paper, a whole lot of chips, a whole lot of fried fish, some potato cakes and some dim sims. Oh my god, that would be bloody amazing here. So if anyone wants to go as a business partner with me to buy one of these places, let's make or buy a fish and chip shop, it would do an absolute roaring trade here. It'd be local, fresh. You can get fish from the boats here. The chips, you could, I don't know if there's potato farmers here, there probably is, so it could be all local. Oh, what incredible place to eat fish and chips. I want to do it. I want to do it badly. We've got another restaurant just over the road here, and also the most popular pineapple seller on the island. There's always a line up at that place for the pineapples because of its positioning, I think. But let's go out to this market here. It wasn't fully open the other day, so hopefully we've got some stalls open today and we'll check it out. But before we get to the market just there, I just want to talk about this restaurant here. This is where they do live dance shows. Now, I've been to a live dance show on the Cook Islands and a few other places. They are all kind of similar, so I'm not really tempted to go to a dance show here. But if you want to, you can either just go to the dance show, or you can go to a buffet dinner and a dance show as well. It's not all that expensive. I think it's about $70 Australian for both. So not super overwhelmingly expensive, but yeah, that option there is for you. I do encourage you to go to at least one when you're on a tropical island. But yeah, souvenirs, eh? Let's go have a look. Heaps of stuff here. Saw exactly what I want to. I'll come back around. I'm hoping that she can take card because I don't have cash on me anymore and I don't want to get any out. Look at this area, it's just set up so nicely for a market, but unfortunately they're not all open. And you got another row of market stalls here as well. It looks like all basically souvenirs. Let's head up here. There's some cool things up here as well. Some cool rock sculptures. I'm not sure if they're original or not. It doesn't say do not touch, so I'm assuming they're not from the Moai days, but equally they are pretty cool to see. So we'll head up here just quickly and check them out. So first one's first. It's a little bit hard to see this one. Some of them are really quite good, but some of them are also very hard to make out. I also found this down here the other day. I don't know if anyone's discovered it before, if I'm the first one, but there's a face on this rock right here. You see that? Am I the first one to see this? I'm not hearing anyone else talk about it. Maybe I am, I discovered it. But have a look at the coastline again. Oh, so volcanic. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And you got this one here as well. Look at the face on there as well. Moai type face on there. Got this one here. Looks like an animal cuddling a human. Animal type head. Don't know. Can someone please tell me? There's no signs, information signs. It's what they're lacking in this island. Information signs for us tourists to educate ourselves. And then we come to this incredible place here. It's much like the swimming area in the first place we went to, but less people. Absolutely bloody awesome, isn't it? Sculpture here as well. Not sure what that one is. How cool. Little cafe down there, table set up. Beautiful. And another protected area, so well done. Oh god, I really want to swim now. That water looks incredible. Right, let's continue on walking around this area. Amazing. It's a fair assortment of barbecues. They're gonna cook up a bloody storm. I've never seen so many barbecues in one area. That's incredible. How cool is this? Shop area is closed. Why is it closed? Maybe it'll open later on tonight. And then they've got a festival type area here, stage set up. You hear them doing their warm-ups. So this might be alright tonight, I reckon. I might have to come back. We'll see. So this is what it is. Expo 26 Tapati. That's the name of the festival right there. How cool. Getting our own private performance here. How cool. Tapati. Love this. Ew. Sounds so good. Just go over the other side now and check it out. Can't believe I just had my own private concert. Must have known I was coming. That is bloody awesome. I love this Moai here. Obviously not an original one, but still looks bloody cool. What an area, what a setup. What an idea just to keep this vacant with lawn and a stage just for these type of events. Bloody brilliant. Oh, love it so much. So this is the furthest I've walked in Hangaroa, and these rock formations here look like the areas that they used to do their planting in for their vegetables and fruit trees, etc. Definitely looks like those areas. How cool. What a spot this is. Bloody amazing. Oops, as I trip over. And then right here on the cliff top, you've got one of the more unique cemeteries I think I've seen. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. What a spot to be buried. Wow, this is so cool. I can see some more moai there in the background. I'm not sure if they're real or not, but I also have to conserve my energy because the walk back to my accommodation from here is about 4.5 kilometers. In town, it's probably about 3.1 or 2. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to walk to the moai that I can see all the way over there. But this is a cool cemetery. This is a cool view here as well. How spectacular. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at the housing up there in the background as well. What a place to live. Oh, total island vibes. Beautiful. Perfect weather as well. Not too hot, not cold at all. It's quite humid, but not too humid. It's actually perfect. What a perfect spot on planet Earth is Rapa Nui. I can't get enough of it. I just can't. 3 nights wasn't enough here, but it's all I could afford. I'm lucky to be here, I realise that, but wow, I reckon spend about 2 weeks here quite easily. Some great surf as well. It's just, the island is covered with surf breaks. It's really, really amazing to see. But look at the ruggedness of it. Alright guys, I'm banging on again. I'm going to head back towards town now and see what else we can find. Might get some more private concerts to myself, or who bloody knows. Looks like luck is on my side at the moment, so let's just roll with it. Wow, have a look at this area here. They've actually named them all as well. How cool. I love the rock art on this island. So skillful. Not sure what this area is here. Looks kind of closed. Not a waste of a space really. Not sure if it transforms into anything during different seasons or what, but it's prime real estate. Souvenirs have been purchased. I couldn't decide, so I bought 2. Both Moai bottle opener, fridge magnets, of course. My standard souvenir purchases. Bloody awesome. And 2 free magazines, which put them into the collector's pile as well. That's awesome. Just an FYI, I bought those souvenirs with card, so I literally have not had to use cash here at all. Now this is starting to get going over here where we were before, so I'm going to go over there and see what competition they're doing at the moment. So what it was a swimming race, a little pier to pub, so to speak, that I got here a little bit late with. But yeah, junior competition, so I guess it's under 18, and there was a girl that won it, I believe.
Los apoderados traigan la cinta para sus corredores, por favor. Apoderados, traigan los distintivos para sus entrantes.
So it looks like we're getting ready for another race here with men wearing very traditional clothing or swimwear with their little G-strings. Saw a turtle down here as well, which you would have seen. So it's all happening here. Awesome. Let's just see what this happens, see what this brings. So I worked out what's happening. As you can see here, the boats dropped them out a fair distance, and now they're racing each other back into shore. A mini pier to pub, or floating buoy to boat harbour. Anyways, let's just see who wins. Beautiful day for a swim, by the way. Don't get this kind of weather in Lorne all that often. So go Rapa Nui. Here we go, we got 2 front runners. One clearly in 3rd, and the pack behind them. I'm not a very good sports commentator. Let's go around and see who wins. Alright, so I thought they were going to swim around to these stairs here, but they didn't. They finished on the other side there, which no one can really see. So, not really sure who finished, but just know that it was a swimming race. Alright, let's go find something else to do around here. But yeah, pretty cool to come and see this time of year. Events and activities happening that you never knew were happening. Cool, cool, cool. What a life these kids have got, eh? What a place to live. What a place to grow up in. Unreal. Everyone just seems so happy here, and I can see why. It's just such a happy island. No stress, no worries, just enjoying life, and that's what life is supposed to be about. so brilliant. So brilliant. Do you remember when I said there's nothing better than a Coke on a hot day? Well, I've just upped that ante. Lemon gelato. There's nothing better. But don't worry, Coke lovers. I also have a can of Coke. Paradise in paradise. Deliciousness in paradise is what I was supposed to say. What sights. Bloody delicious. After so much walking around in the beautiful sunshine, wow, that's awesome. Looks like it's raining out there, coming down under those clouds. But back on track. What I was about to say is I've been walking around heaps and it's time for a rest under my own private rotunda. How beautiful. Let's just have a sit down here and just take in this beautiful sight. Oh my God, a well-earned rest. Let's do this. If you remember, I walked past this place before and spotted these rotunda type things with no one in here. I thought, what a brilliant place for a rest. And boy, do I need one. Pretty warm today, walking around in the sun all day. Now I'm just going to sit down here in my own private rotunda and just take in these sights. Oh my God, that's good. Oh, that's awesome out there. Looks like the rain is coming down underneath those clouds. Hopefully we get some rain. That would be nice and refreshing. But yeah, I'm going to sit down and just relax for half an hour or so. Right, cheers guys. So you know how I said before that I wasn't going to walk to the Moai in the distance because I've got a massive walk home? Well, I was sitting at the rotunda thinking, I can't not. They look impressive, and boy are they. And so is this surrounding area. Look at the horses everywhere. How beautiful. Oh my God. Definitely glad I came here. And also from back there I saw this little rock fence here, and fences mean to stop walking closer to them. You're not allowed to touch these ones, which means they're original. So awesome, and also free to get into. No national park ticket required to see these ones. As you can see, people are flooding in everywhere now. There was no one here before. I should have just bloody come here, but oh well. Let's check these guys out. They look awesome. How is this place? My God. There's also a guy bodyboarding out here. What a place to bodyboard with this on the land in the background behind you. Superb, absolutely superb. So therefore that means if you don't have the money for a national park ticket because of $100 US, you can come here for free and check these ones out. And you're not well, you are missing out because you miss out on the best Moai in the island that you have to pay to get into for free. But again, if you don't have the money, come here free and you see Moai. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Excellent. Let's go around there and check these ones out. On some of the Moai, they have, I think, set these barriers, fences up too far away. These could probably be another 15 meters forward perhaps, and still you're so far away, there's no way you can touch them. They're very well protected still, but yeah, I'd just move these forward a little bit more. Would be very nice, and then you could really see the detail. But perhaps I don't want you to see the detail because they haven't quite nailed the color of the mortar. You can see on the one on the left there, probably a little bit hard to see for you guys, but the mortar, how they've attached the head back onto the body, is not the right color. It might discolor over time and go darker, but yeah, it's very obvious, and maybe they don't want us to see that. I don't know, but still an amazing place. Stoked I came here. So happy I came here. Well done. FOMO yet again. My FOMO pays off sometimes. Wow, how's this channel they've created here? That's incredible. So much work to be done with just basic tools and hands. Human power at its best. How well created is that? That is bloody awesome. And let's go check out these two next. One has its eyes on up there, so let's check that one out as well. The second last one, I think. And then the last one's up here. I love ones with their eyes still clearly visible. This is a truly special sight. I can't believe I was thinking about not coming here. I was so close to not coming here, and I literally went to that rotunda for a rest and sat there and thought about it for a while, and yeah, gotta stop being lazy. Otherwise I would have missed out on this. This is incredible. This one's awesome and my favourite in this whole area. It's got the hair on the top, the man bun as I'm now calling it, the eyes. You can clearly see all of its features, its arms, its nose, pretty much its mouth. Bloody awesome. So this right here is the best view of the Moai in this area. You've got the one with its eyes in the foreground here with his man bun, the one out there on its own, and then 4 in the background there up on their platforms. They're all on platforms. They also all look like they're being lifted back up, so they were pushed over once upon a time. A lot of them have their necks, their heads broken off their bodies and they've been reattached. This one though doesn't seem like it has. Like I can't see any mortar on it, unless they've done a really good job of colouring the mortar to look like the original stone. I don't know, but it's done really well. And then you got this area over here. Not sure what it is. Again, they're lacking signs, so they obviously want you to go with tours to explain these areas. So you can't go past these rocks here. So I'm not sure what this mound of stones is, but what an area. And sadly, this is the last of the Moai that we're going to see. I know I'm going to be passing a few on the way back, but I'm probably not going to film those because you guys have seen those, and this video has gone for, again, longer than what I thought it would, but happily longer than what I thought it would, because this island is incredible. But just have one last look at this site with the tourists rolling up now. Most of these tourists are in tour groups, but just know if you come to this Moai here, Hangaroa town is just probably about 1 kilometre in the direction I'm looking in now. Easily walkable, don't have to pay to get in here, no national park ticket required, and you get to see Moai for free. Bonus. Incredible. And they are incredible. They are just as good as the ones that you'll see on a tour. Oh, well, that's a bit of a stretch. They're not, but they are still really impressive. So encourage you all to not be lazy and walk from the town, no matter how far you've got to walk back to your accommodation. Worry about that later. If you die on your way back to your accommodation, oh well, you've had fun doing it. Alright guys, I'm going to leave this area now and head back to the town. Cheers. Old mate here's struggling around his horses up. It's about, what is it, 6 on the loose here. There's a guy on a motorbike and this guy on a horse here. Really struggling to get them under control. Country life. Love it. So I'm just back at this market quickly, and most of the stalls are open now. So yeah, later in the afternoon everything is starting to open up, which is awesome. I don't think I'm going to hang around for it though. I am stuffed. But yeah, I might just hang around for a little bit longer and see what happens. They're all kind of in the process of setting up as well. So as we say goodbye to these Moai here, I did some reading about the program for the festival, and things don't really get going until about 9 o'clock tonight, and it's only 20 past 5. So yeah, I'm not gonna wait around for that, and by what I can read on the program, it's a children's dancing and some singing that we saw earlier anyway. The market will open up a little bit more, but I've seen plenty of markets in my time and I'm stuffed. So yeah, I'm gonna call it quits, just up a little bit further. But I'm also going to throw in some snippets before the ending with regards to some of the side streets that I'm going to walk up on the way back, just to give you a bit of a view of the streets beyond the town centre of Hangaroa here. So yeah, I'll chuck them in just before the ending, so if I go from side streets back to the beach, you know why. Nice place to hang out here, beautiful. Really popular coming up to dinner time now, sun setting, absolutely unreal. Plenty of people in the water down here where the turtles were. Really good vibes this afternoon, awesome. So one last really cool view here as well. Heaps of people surfing out there now. It's been endless waves. It's been the most waves I've seen on this trip consistently for the 3 days that I've been here. It's going off its chops. Oh, all right, let's head off. How beautiful, absolutely bloody beautiful. Which makes me think, if I was to come back to Easter Island, I'd stay closer to Hangaroa. I'm about 3 kilometre walk, as I've been telling you over and over again. It's a big walk. There is taxi services, but they're, I don't know, there's not many of them. And also, there's obviously no Uber here, no Uber Eats. It's just old school island life. But yeah, if I was to stay here again, I'll be staying Hangaroa, really close to this beach, so you can just pop down for a swim whenever you like. Unfortunately, I can't just pop down here for a swim because I just am too far away. But if I ever come back here, I doubt I will because it's so far away. Yeah, I'll be staying closer to Hangaroa. Just a tip for you all to stay closer to here. All right, cheers. There's no more typical Rapa Nui back street than this one. Bananas, coconuts, roosters in the background, peaceful, quiet, big properties. It's just such a relaxing place. And you can see why these people don't want to live in big cities, because how bloody peaceful, apart from the roosters, would it be to live here. Bloody love it. Bloody love it. How's this place here? I love this place. I'm just going to have a quick peek inside. They're all individual accommodation villas. How bloody beautiful is that? And that's what I mean about the big properties. This is all just one big property that someone had the brains and also the money to do this. So beautiful. So well done. Excellent job. Excellent job. So, you may not be able to see it now because it's covered by palm and banana trees, but I'm trying to make my way to a hill in the background. I'm basically at the base of that hill. But unfortunately the road ends there and I have to go all the way around to get to my accommodation. So if I could just go straight ahead there, it'd be quite close. It'd be about 500 meters. But going this way, you're probably adding another kilometer on because the road doesn't continue, unfortunately. Damn it. Oh well. We'll continue on and explore the side streets. These trees here are dotted throughout the island. I'm pretty sure they're mangoes. Get a mango shape about them. Someone want to educate me on that? Because they're everywhere, as well as bananas and coconuts and some other fruit here. Which I think I said yesterday, all of the food type plants have been imported. None of them were here before. So yeah, they've done a good job of that, but in saying that, there's not much native vegetation left at all. All of that has also been imported, I believe. Even like you see the bushland on the hill just in front of us there. Some of it's actually eucalypt. So most of it, if not all of it, has been imported vegetation wise. And now we're back to outside the airport, or the airstrip, which is just over there. I've got about 600 meters to walk up this road, around the corner, then another 700 meters. So we shall continue on this mission. There's the air traffic control tower, probably the easiest air traffic job in the world. Not sure if they need one. Is it a legal requirement? There's only 2 flights per day, or 4. 1 in, 1 out, 1 in, 1 out. One airline. Love it. This is actually an awesome information sign. So it's got the route that you'll drive when you're on the Moai tour. And we went to all of those places yesterday. So you'll see in the morning, all of the tour buses will go up this road. The most used road on the island in mornings, picking people up and taking them on their Moai tours. But I just swing around this corner now, another about 600-700 meters to go, and I'm at my accommodation. But as you can see, I'm on the very end street in town. It's farmland paddocks over there and a hill. There's no more housing. So look, the accommodation has been really good. It's top notch, really, highly rated on the booking websites, but yeah, just a little bit too far out for me. I did look at it on the map and see how far it was out of town. I thought, oh, 3 kilometers, not that far, but yeah, it is a bit of a pain having to walk in and out, especially if you don't have a vehicle. But yeah, got pretty used to the roads. Don't need a map anymore to get back. It's all pretty simple. Just go to the base of that hill over there and we have arrived. And then after that huge walk up the road just there, we arrive at my accommodation, which is Te Ra'a Travel. And this is an awesome example, yet again, of a huge property. There's about, what is there, about 4 dwellings in the one big property. I'm not sure if it's just the one family. I know one of them is set aside just for accommodation. There's 2 rooms of accommodation in here, so, which is awesome. It keeps it nice and quiet and really kind of private. There was an Australian woman here, interestingly. So after that mammoth 3 kilometer walk up that road just there, we arrive at my accommodation, which is called Te Ra'a Travel. Probably pronounced another way than that. But this is also another great example of how big the properties are here. Look how long this is. There's about 4 separate dwellings on this property. One of them set aside just for accommodation, which is awesome. I believe this one is also at the front, accommodation. But the main accommodation area is just here, and there's 2 rooms. And interestingly, there was another Australian lady here yesterday, which was awesome just to have a chat in Australian language, not having to adjust your language to help people understand you. But yeah, as you can see how far these properties go down, they're amazing. And this is the accommodation area in here, which is again awesome. Got a barbecue here which I'll be cooking on again tonight. That's not always here, I asked for it last night. Got a kitchen area here, microwave, sandwich press, kettle, cups, bowls, cutlery, everything there. Another awesome thing is a water dispenser there. Amazing. You just don't know how much you appreciate water dispensers in these countries when you arrive. Got a spare bathroom in here, which is also awesome, but your rooms also have bathrooms in them. Mine is going to be dirty, messy, so I'm not a bit nervous about showing you this, but God, Sam. And here's my room. I only got a double down there, but that was booked out, as I said. She left today, so it's empty now. But you got a double or a twin, which I'm in, and then you've got also your own bathroom, which again is awesome. There's no air conditioning. Admittedly, this room does get warm in the afternoon with the afternoon sun, but at night time it cools down. The breeze is always going. And you got a fan, and amazingly you also got a fridge, so, and a TV. Great setup, great setup. Alright guys, as I said, I'm now going to magically transport myself back down to the beach to finish this video. So I'll see you back down there. I'm off to fly. Cheers guys. Sorry, just one more thing before I go back down to the beach and end this video. Have a look at this. There's nothing more Australian than this, and probably the best meals that I've had for the last 2 nights. Hamburgers tonight, sausages and hamburgers last night. No salad, just in bread, tomato sauce. What more could you want? But also, I walked straight past these before. How cool are these? The Moai holding up the roof. Such cool sculptures, such a good idea. I bloody love it. An incredible idea. Love the table here as well. There's a nice breeze blowing through, but this is the best thing about Easter Island so far. Alright, I'm off to the beach. See you there. Guys, while I was doing that slow pan then, it just made me feel a massive mix of emotions. My time has now come to a close on Rapa Nui, Isla de Pascua, Easter Island, and I feel so incredibly grateful to have visited here. As I said, 30 years in the making this trip was. 30 years I've been dreaming about coming to this place. I've been reading about it, I've been hearing about it, and I've been focusing on the hype of this place, and I often focus in on the hype of a place, and end up going there and I'm extremely disappointed. But this place lives up to its hype. It is incredible. It's probably beyond its hype, to be honest. Everything I've read online has been true, and it's been beyond true. Like the Moai yesterday, the way that I jumped up and down and had a smile on my face all day to the point where it hurt at the end of the day, I haven't felt that kind of happiness and emotion in a long time. In perhaps the first time I went to either Patagonia or Iceland. They are the times where I've felt the happiest, and this place has just taken that up to another level. It is absolutely bloody incredible. So if you guys now, if you've never heard about this place and you get on Google and you read some things about Rapa Nui, Easter Island, believe it, because it's true. It is absolutely true, and do not believe anyone that says anything negative about this place, because there is nothing negative that I can see about this place. Although I've only been here for 3 days, I haven't gone around the whole island, of course. I wish I had more time. A week would have been nice, but 3 days, I just feel extremely grateful for even 3 days. Like, look at these scenes. It's just amazing. You got some guys surfing out there, some guys surfing over there, a whole community over there supporting their local people on with the swimming. The environment, the nature, just the vibe of this place is just true island vibes. Chile, as a country, you are incredible, but you are also extremely lucky to have this island. It is so far different from the rest of your country. It is yeah, as I said, you are so lucky, and I am also so lucky to be here. So this is me signing out. I hope I brought to you guys how incredible this island is. I really tried my best with this video because I just loved it so much, and the emotion that I showed in this video was not fake at all. I know some content creators bring a lot of fake enthusiasm to their videos, which I absolutely hate. But my enthusiasm yesterday in particular, I could not contain it. It was there, it was obvious, and it was real. So believe it when I say it, this place is incredible. So where to now? Back to Santiago for 2 nights, and then off to Carnival in Rio, where I may die. I may not. I may have the best time of my life. We shall see. I love Rio, been there 3 times before and cannot wait to visit again. Never been during Carnival though, so that will be quite an experience. Anyways, I'll be sure to upload there as well because you're gonna love there. Not as much as here, but probably, maybe some of you will love just as much as here. I don't know. Anyways, I'm babbling on. This place is incredible. Don't want to go home, but have to. Until Brazil, I'll see you there. Cheers guys, and just one more look at this incredible beachside location in Hangaroa, Rapa Nui, Pascua de la Pascua, Easter Island. Cheers.